The devastation you see here was caused by the explosion of the bomb above this 0 point. Looking north from 0 point, this is what was left. Looking east, the camera records a scene of complete devastation in the immediate area. To the south, these are the ruins. The reinforced concrete Sanwa Bank building was wrecked even more completely. The Commercial Museum was also within 2/10 of a mile of 0 point, and the garden wall facing the blast was bent inward by the push of the explosion, and the roof itself has settled so much that it now acts as a reservoir. An area of complete devastation is all that can be seen. The front of this school is 1/4 of a mile from and faces 0 point. The steel rods, which are now hanging, once supported a suspended ceiling. This reinforced concrete building was knocked sidewise, causing the lower story to collapse. Once contained the main Japanese military headquarters. The barracks were utterly destroyed. Most of the military personnel, of approximately 20,000, were wiped out, whereas this reinforced concrete building of the Chikogi Electric Company, 1/2 mile from 0 point, withstood the blast much better. Immediately following the bombing of Hiroshima, the President of the United States delivered an ultimatum to the Japanese government. Surrender or face complete destruction. At 10:58 the morning of August 9th, Japanese time, the second atomic bomb was exploded over the industrial seaport city of Nagasaki. In an area of a little more than 3 square miles, there was very severe damage by blast and fire. Most buildings were reduced to rubble. The large steel and arms works, and the ordnance factory devoted to the manufacture of torpedoes. Mitsubishi Steel and Arms Works extended almost a mile in length. Its buildings were modern and typical of American industrial construction. Buildings of reinforced concrete still stand amid the wreckage of steel frames. Some smokestacks survived. They offered comparatively little resistance to the blast. Where corrugated metal remained, it was pushed in like tissue paper. These buildings show a varying degree of destruction depending upon proximity to 0 point and building strength. Other buildings were stronger, some being constructed to support heavy overhead cranes. Damage to equipment inside was nevertheless serious. In the valley, homes were scattered through factory areas. On machinery in many of these homes, piecework was carried on to help the Japanese war effort. Blast and secondary fire destroyed the lightly constructed buildings. Note how hills in the south interrupted the blast. In the second area of 5.5 square miles, there was moderate damage from blast and severe damage from fire. 1/2 mile from 0 point, a cracked smokestack. The walls left standing were parallel to the direction of the blast. This area was completely wiped out from 0 point up to the church at the foot of the hills about a mile away. But even close to 0 point, the downward force of the blast failed to damage roads and railroads due to the height at which the bomb was detonated. A typical residence on the outskirts of Nagasaki, 1.5 miles from 0 point. 6 weeks after the explosion of the atomic bomb over Nagasaki, the survivors are busy working at the restoration of their homes.